To Detroit on Monday to take on the Pistons. All the action can be seen right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Our pregame coverage begins at 3:30. The tip-off is at 4:30. All right.
He times it perfectly. They're in sync with that play. D'Lo does it a lot too, but LeBron is probably the best.
Yeah, he reads it very well. He tries to see if that big is going to help or return to him.
Tough
but when
stuff.
he thinks about it, it's a little too late.
Yep. All right, AD has 4 double-doubles in 6 games. Let's go inside the Laker locker room. He's speaking with Mike.
Starting with the first half, after 2 losses, how do you think you responded to the things that you guys talked about post-Cleveland in terms of intentional execution and organization? What did you see in the first half on that front?
We played extremely well. The ball was moving. We were getting good looks, creating opportunities for one another. Our defense was phenomenal. Everything that we talked about, from our 2 losses, we went out and executed in the first half, and we played like that. We'll be a tough team to beat. Second half we had slippage, but the first half was a great response for how we want to play.
How did you guys use the time in between Cleveland and being able to clean stuff up?
Film and practice. We had film and practice.
How much of that was, kind of JJ going through the stuff, and how much is that the leaders of the team kind of taking the accountability, the ownership, and kind of recognizing what was missing?
Yeah, it was both. We just need to get back on the floor, get back to us, going over our stuff. We haven't had a chance to practice, travel schedule and stuff like that. So it was good to get back on the floor yesterday, watching film and get back to what we do best. Kind of reviewing things and focusing on us yesterday, and then focusing on Toronto earlier today in the morning and pregame. But I think it was JJ and guys individually just taking accountability on ways that we can be better.
JJ adjust the rotation a little bit, so Austin, LeBron start second and fourth, and you and D'Lo play more together in the first and third quarters. What you feel about that? Or what you think of those looks, especially playing alongside D'Lo a little bit more?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. We were able to generate some shots. Obviously, like I said, we had slippage in the second half, but the first half, the change to the rotations looked good, from my perspective.
Coach Reddick said pregame that you guys are going to stay in Toronto for an extra day to take in Vince Carter's jersey retirement. What did Carter mean to you coming up?
Honestly, just his ability, high flying, to be completely honest, I didn't watch, much of Vince growing up, but just playing against him, my time in the league, obviously he's, one of the greats, to play, especially here in Toronto, and then was able to turn his career, being a shooter toward, in the later parts of his career, but, what he was able to do on the floor, especially, all his highlights, with his, jumping ability, definitely was an attraction for, especially guys, like me who are shot blockers and see him coming down the lane, you kind of got to make a great business decision and get out the way or get dunked on, because he wasn't really missing. So just seeing that up close for the time he was able. Obviously I caught the later end of his career, but the dunk contest and everything like that, you kind of wanted to watch that because of Vince was in it. So he meant a lot to our game. It'd be it was definitely an honor, I know, for him to have the jersey go up.
You called these next 3, starting with tonight, you called these games must-wins. You were on this trip. Why did you feel that this early in the season? And what kind of trust do you have in this group to put something like that out there and say this group respond?
Because we need to win games. We lost 2 in a row. We lost, beating ourselves. So, I think we're very capable of, putting pressure on ourselves to have games where it's a must-win. And I like the way we responded coming out of Cleveland, where we were just awful on both ends of the floor. and we responded, especially in the first half. And obviously, when you get a league, it's pretty common to have a little bit of slippage, which we need to clean up and learn when we, learn not to get ourselves in that situation where you give a team life, especially when they have no life, coming out of halftime. So, but I like our response in that first half. But, we got one, and we got 2 more left on this trip that we need to win.
Last 2. All right, thanks, Eddie.